What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon466 Cards, and today we're going to talk about Panini and their growth of serial numbered cards over time. We're going to start off with their flagship product, Panini Prizm, in 2012. As you can see on my screen, I'm on cardboardconnection.com, which has a great website for all of your checklist needs. So you can see here in 2012, they only had 3 parallels, silver and green, which are unnumbered, and then gold from the hobby boxes that are out of 10. Very straightforward, very, very low numbers. 2013, you can see here a lot more non-numbered parallels, and then you have the light blue out of 199, orange out of 60, purple die cut out of 49, gold out of 10, black prism out of 1, and black prism mosaic out of 1. Move on now to 2014. You can see here we got the purple out of 139, the orange out of 139, blue out of 99, light blue out of 49, red out of 49, red pulsar out of 25, gold out of 10, gold pulsar out of 10, a black prism, and a black pulsar prism. So definitely increasing from 2012, which was gold out of 10. End of story, right? And as you can imagine, and I'm probably familiar with, this just keeps on growing over time until we hit 2021, which you can see on the screen. And if we scroll down here, what do we have? We have this just unending list of parallels. So you have this big block here, plus, and that's the Prizm parallels. Here are the choice parallels. Here are the fast break parallels, and then on top of it all, in case you needed it, a premium factory set as well. A lot different than gold out of 10, that's it. And so if you plot this on a graph, as I've done here, you can see it's just basically pretty much a straight line from the bottom left to the top right, with a little break in 2016 for whatever reason, but more or less a straight shot upwards. And basically, if you hit a serial number card after 2016, it doesn't really mean as much because it's not rare anymore. And if you stop having meaning, if you stop being rare, you stop having value. And so that's my big takeaway from this is obviously like the golds and the 101s will have value, but beyond that, it can fall off a cliff pretty quickly compared to some of the early years from 2014 or 15 and earlier. But not all products are like this. Not all products are like Panini Prizm. I mean, Prizm basketball is obscene with the numbers, and you could make the case for Select as well. But what this does, it actually makes me appreciate the one set where Panini has kept their serial number cards in check, has not grown much in the last 10 years. And you're probably asking yourself, what is this gem of a set, right? What is this secret gem? And I'm only sticking to the base versions of the card, right? I'm not talking about like autographs or inserts or RPAs or anything like that. I'm just talking about parallels of the base set. And what that set is Panini Flawless. See here, I'm on the checklist 2012. They had their base cards were just serial numbered out of 20. Then they had an emerald out of 5 and a diamond out of 1. And that's it. That's the entire set. 2013, they have, again, the base is out of 20, the rubies out of 15, sapphire out of 10, emerald out of 5, platinum out of 1. The end. So this is 20. They'll get so few I can count them. 25, 26 in 2012. 20 plus 15 is 35, plus sapphires 45, 50 for the emerald, 51 total in 2013, all the way up to 2021. Annoyingly, they do not include the base card, which is out of 20. So, but the 20 plus the gold out of 10, emerald out of 5, bronze first off the line out of 3, platinum out of 1. So that's 20, 30, 35, 38, 39 total. And it's just stark, the comparison, when you compare the two different products. One is basically you can't even differentiate it from the x-axis. It's so low. I get this blue line down here, whereas one is just going straight up year after year with the exception of 2016. And so that's the first thought, is this is highly undervalued. This is highly underappreciated, because if you look, first of all, Flawless, obviously one of the higher end sets of Panini's production for the NBA, right? It's Flawless, it's National Treasures, maybe 1-in-1, and that's about it, right? And you look at these cards and they look great. To me, they look very elegant. They got the nice white background. Sometimes they have more of an oval shape, but all in all, they look really classy. And the other thing is, if you look at these cards, they have this nice diamond look on it, right? And they have this nice little gold border for the gold, but the diamond makes it special and unique. There's literally a diamond in the card, right? Like, what other set can say that? And if you look at some of these one-of-ones, you could also see you have the nice one-of-one right in the dead center here, along with the diamond. You have the one-in-one, a one-of-one look, and I think it's a really nice look. The other thing that I think makes them undervalued is they're just undervalued. So here I am on a set. I just did, like you see here, the Panini Flawless search out of 20, remove some of the RPA and autos and collegiate stuff. Here's a Karl Anthony Towns serial numbered out of 20, still in its Panini seal. That's another great thing that they have, is that they are all individually Panini sealed. This rookie card is $330. It's serial numbered out of 20. A silver Prizm Karl Anthony Towns with a population of 153 PSA 10 sells for $200. So here's my question. Would you rather have this for $330 out of 20, still sealed? Or would you have this thing for $204 with a pop of 153? Now, I know Silver Prizm has this mystique to it. I think that mystique in the later years has mostly gone away because of the pop counts, as we've discussed. Again, Silvers don't even have a serial number on it, right? And have a much higher pop. This looks nicer, to be frank with you, than this just random whatever. It has the prestige of being attached to Flawless, right? Here's another example. If you scroll down here, Evan Mobley, base diamond, serial numbered out of 20, sells for $170. Again, it has the Flawless seal on it, so it's never been opened. $170 for out of 20, right? What if I told you that it's actually more expensive to have a Silver Prizm PSA 10? I haven't looked at the pop on this. I assume it's something more than 20. But you compare this $200 card to this 170 sale, I'd much rather have this. All day, every day, twice on Sunday, right? It's not even close. And so, whereas these ones are going for 227, 285, like this is, what are we doing here, folks? So, to me, they're underappreciated because they get overlooked with the nicer Flawless RPAs and autos and all those type of products. But I think the base card is underappreciated and undervalued. This chart shows the like just how much more rare and scarce they are from a chart perspective. But what about an actual numbers to numbers comparison? So I put that together. I actually compared the number of serial numbered cards each year. You can see after basically 2012, it's a tiny fraction, and even more so from 2017 onwards, they're not even comparable. Way less Flawless cards. The cards look nice, they're sealed, they're rare. Panini Prizm, I don't care if I get a red or pink Pulsar out of 42 because it's one of 2,000 serial number cards. If everything's out of serial numbered out of 50 or 100 or 40 or 25, then none of them really matter, whereas these ones do. The other way to think about it is, how much more rare would you think a Panini Flawless Diamond card is compared to a Prizm 1-of-1? It's actually not that different. Like, sure, it's 20 times more rare, 13 times more rare in recent years, but it's not that much. And think of how much you would hold in regard a nebula, a black prism, or a black shimmer. I mean, these things are only 13 times more rare in the last 3 years. To me, that's crazy. That shows that these things are super, super rare when you can think about how you think about a nebula or a black prism versus these, and a black shimmer even, compared to, you don't really think about a flawless diamond card, right? So it should be pretty clear by now where my feelings are about Prizm serial numbered cards and how they're kind of dime a dozen, or I guess dime I could say like 2,000s as opposed to 1,000. But that's not how I only feel about this. I have some other thoughts that I've developed recently. What if we've got it all wrong? What if Panini has it right about the parallels that they produced for Prizm? What if we have it all wrong, that we think they've overproduced? That's my next video. So with that, I hope you found this interesting. Hope you're looking forward to the next video here as part of this sort of 2-part series, and we'll talk about that next time. But again, thank you as always for listening and watching, and I will talk to you next time where we'll talk about this topic. Cheers.